like if you found the video valuable. It was close to midnight when Claire turned onto Highway 9. Rain lashed against her windshield, the wipers barely keeping up with the downpour. She had taken this road countless times before, but tonight it felt different, too quiet, too empty, as if the storm had swallowed every trace of life around her. Her phone had died half an hour ago, and with no GPS, the old radio was her only company. Static hissed between faint bursts of music, the storm interfering with the signal. She drummed her fingers against the steering wheel, wishing for anything to break the monotony. Then, through the static, a voice slipped through. Claire. Her hands froze. She turned the volume knob down, thinking she'd misheard. Just the storm, just the interference. But then, the voice came again, clearer this time. Claire, can you hear me? Her pulse spiked. She glanced at the passenger seat, empty, of course, then at the rearview mirror. Nothing behind her but the dark smear of rain on glass. Who's there? She whispered, as if speaking to the radio itself. The static crackled. You need to turn left. Claire laughed nervously, the sound shaky and hollow. Very funny. Must be some trucker messing with frequencies. But as the road stretched ahead, a strange glow appeared through the rain. A left turn she'd never seen before. No sign, no markings, just a pale shimmer of wet asphalt vanishing into the trees. Her breath caught. The radio spoke again, firmer this time. Claire, turn now. Her foot hovered over the brake. Every instinct screamed at her to ignore it. And yet, how did the voice know her name? She drove past. Relief washed over her, until the headlights flickered and the engine sputtered. The car slowed against her will. The storm roared louder, wind buffeting the sides like fists. The radio hissed. Last chance. Left. Heart pounding, Claire jerked the wheel and swerved into the narrow road. The moment her tires touched it, the storm seemed to fade. The rain thinned, the sky above lightened to a dim gray, and her engine purred smoothly again. For a moment, she almost laughed in disbelief. Maybe this was some back road she'd never noticed. Maybe she'd just stumbled on a shortcut. But the deeper she drove, the stranger it became. The trees lining the road weren't swaying with the storm. They were perfectly still, as though painted in place. The shadows between them seemed to lean toward her car, stretching unnaturally long. Good, the voice said through the radio. Almost there. Claire's knuckles whitened on the steering wheel. Almost where? The voice didn't answer. She drove on until the road abruptly ended at a clearing. In the middle stood a single streetlight, flickering weakly, casting a cone of pale light over the wet asphalt. Beneath it, something stood waiting. It looked like a man. Her headlights washed over the figure, tall, soaked in rain, but facing her with uncanny stillness. His head tilted slightly, as if listening. The radio erupted with static. Then, in a chorus of overlapping whispers, it said, "Get out." Claire's breath hitched. She slammed the car into reverse, tires screeching, but the road behind her was gone. There was nothing but darkness, a wall of black where the way back should be. She looked forward again. The man under the streetlight was closer. Much closer. The radio whispered, "You shouldn't have come here, Claire." Her scream echoed into the night, swallowed by the static. And on Highway 9, the storm raged on, but Claire's car was never seen again.